The world may think it knows Selena Gomez, a global superstar, philanthropist, and actress whose every move is scrutinized by millions. But what happens when, in the midst of her meteoric career, she steps away from the spotlight for a few days, surrounded only by her closest friends, the turquoise waters of Cabo San Lucas, and the promise of a new chapter as Mrs. Levin? You're about to discover that even the biggest stars crave the same simple joys as the rest of us: laughter with friends, sunsets on the sand, and the thrill of love's next big step. Selena Gomez's bachelorette getaway wasn't just a party. It was a celebration of growth, gratitude, and the shimmering possibilities of the future. Let's dive deep into the untold details. From the moment she landed in Mexico to the final twinkle of candlelight on the beach, here's everything you never knew about Selena's unforgettable pre-wedding retreat, and what it reveals about her friendships and her love story with Benny Blanco. For Selena, the journey to her bachelorette weekend began not with fanfare, but with quiet excitement. Friends recall her arriving at the airport in Los Angeles, suitcase in hand, a white veil peeking from her tote. She wore a simple sundress, hair swept up, her eyes shining with anticipation. "I think she was more nervous than she'd ever admit," says one close friend. Not about the wedding, but about letting herself just enjoy something for herself. She's been working nonstop for so long. The private jet touched down in Cabo San Lucas just after noon. The air shimmered with heat, and the sea stretched endlessly beyond the runway. Waiting for Selena was a convoy of SUVs, ready to whisk her and her hand-picked group of friends to a secluded villa. Selena's bachelorette crew was a cross-section of her life. Childhood friend from Texas, fellow actresses she bonded with on set, her cousin Priscilla, and her lifelong confidante, Theresa Mingus. Missing were the industry handlers and distant acquaintances. This was a weekend for the inner circle only. As the villa's gate swung open, the group gasped. A sprawling whitewashed estate, perched on a cliff above the Pacific, with infinity pools spilling into horizon and bougainvillea tumbling down every wall. Inside, white balloons spelled out Mrs. Levin over Master Suite's bed, a surprise arranged by her friends. Selena's chosen retreat was no ordinary vacation home. The villa boasted private beach access, wraparound terraces, and a staff ready to cater to every whim. But what truly made it special was the way it felt. Intimate, breezy, and safe. Every corner was decorated with subtle nods to her upcoming wedding. In the kitchen, a chalkboard announced Bride's Brunch, 11 a.m. Poolside, a bar cart overflowed with fresh fruit, sparkling water, and custom mocktails. On her bed, a silk robe embroidered with bride, in gold script waited, alongside a white veil with bride to be stitched at the hem. Selena's friends had secretly planned dozens of small surprises. Each guest received a welcome bag with a handwritten note, a seashell necklace, and a tiny bottle of her favorite perfume. "Selena is always the one planning surprises for everyone else," one guest shared. It felt good to turn the tables for once. That first night, the mood was pure joy. As the sun set, the group gathered on the terrace for a private dinner of grilled seafood, fresh guacamole, and icy margaritas, her favorite, but made non-alcoholic to suit everyone's tastes. The night ended with a round of Never Have I Ever, and laughter echoing into the starry Cabo sky. If there was one running theme to the weekend, it was white. Selena leaned into her role as the bride-to-be with playful, elegant style choices that set the tone for the celebration. On day one, she wore a white mini sundress with delicate lace trim, paired with a floppy sun hat. Later, she changed into a white bikini and a crochet cover for the pool, snapping a mirror selfie that would soon go viral. That evening, she donned a simple slip dress and the veil her friends had given her, the words bride to be catching the candlelight. But for Selena, fashion wasn't about the photos. It was about feeling present, open, and free. She spent much of the weekend barefoot, hair undone by the ocean breeze, singing along to old pop songs as her friends danced around her. "She was glowing," said one attendee. "You could tell she felt really loved and really at peace." The guest list read like a who's who of Selena's life, each woman a thread in the tapestry of her story. There was Raquel, her childhood best friend, who's seen her through every heartbreak and triumph. Priscilla, her cousin and sister in all but name. Theresa, her ride or die since Disney Channel days. And a few newer faces, castmates from Only Murders in the Building and collaborators from her music career. What united them was a fierce loyalty to Selena and a shared determination to make her bachelorette weekend memorable. By day, the group lounged by the pool, swapped stories, and took turns serenading Selena with her own songs, often changing the lyrics to poke fun at her. At one point, a mariachi band arrived, serenading them with love songs as they sipped agua frescas and danced in sand. One evening, they staged a Wedding Crashers movie night, setting up a projector on the beach, laying out blankets, and watching the classic comedy Under the Stars. Selena, curled up between her friends, laughed louder than anyone. It was never about being fancy or exclusive, said another guest. It was about being together and reminding Selena that she's surrounded by people who love her for her. Selena is no stranger to social media. With millions of followers, each post is dissected and discussed by fans around the world. But her bachelorette Instagram carousel felt different, a rare, candid glimpse behind the curtain. She opened with a photo of herself on the terrace, sunlight pouring over her, bride veil in place, her smile unguarded. Other shots captured the group on a boat, wind whipping their hair as they posed for camera. There were snaps of luggage piled high at the villa's entrance, and a candid shot of Selena sharing a secret with her cousin. Most touching were the images that showed the little moments. A candlelit dinner on the beach, friends huddled together for a group selfie. Selena laughing with her eyes closed as she tried on a pair of oversized sunglasses. Her final post was a video montage set to Katy Perry's Teenage Dream, a song co-written by Blanco, her fiancé. The video wove together clips of the mariachi band, sunset dinners, dance parties in the villa, and the group giggling over breakfast. Fans responded in droves. "You look so happy, Sel," one wrote. "You deserve every bit of this joy." Another commented, "This is the bachelorette trip of my dreams." So much love in every photo. As the weekend wore on, Selena took time to reflect. In a rare, off-the-cuff moment caught on video, she spoke to her friends about what the trip meant to her. "I know I'm the bride, but honestly, I just feel so grateful to have all of you here," she said, her voice thick with emotion. "You've seen me through so much. I wouldn't be here, this happy, this ready without you." Her friends cheered, and someone handed her a tissue. "We love you, Sel," they shouted. Later, as the group watched the sun sink into the Pacific, Selena pulled out her journal and scribbled a few lines. She wouldn't share what she wrote, but one guest saw the page. "I am loved. I am ready. I am home." While Selena was soaking up the sun in Cabo, Blanco was living it up in Las Vegas. His bachelor party was nothing like the wild, tabloid fodder affairs you'd expect from a top music producer. Yes, there was a suite with a view of the Vegas skyline, and yes, there were bagels from Sadel's and caviar at the spa, but there was also a quiet, reflective side to the celebration. Blanco posted a photo of himself at a spa, clad in a fluffy robe, captioning it, "The most healing place on earth." Another snap showed the Bear star Maddie Matheson, stacks of cash in hand, beaming as the group prepared for a night out. But the real highlight was the camaraderie. Longtime friends, collaborators, and family members all gathered to toast Benny's next chapter. "I'll never forget this weekend." He wrote over a photo of the group at dinner, the Vegas lights twinkling outside. The world first caught wind of Selena and Benny's romance in late 2023, when the pair were spotted together at an industry event. At first, fans speculated it was just another collaboration. After all, Benny had co-written and produced some of Selena's biggest hits. But as the months passed, it became clear their connection ran deeper. "We just clicked," Selena said in a recent interview. "He makes me laugh like nobody else, and he's so kind. He makes me feel safe." Benny was equally smitten. "She's the most genuine person I've ever met," he told Interview magazine. "There's no filter with her. What you see is what you get." Their engagement, announced in December 2024, was a culmination of a year filled with quiet dates, late-night studio sessions, and long conversations about the future. "She showed me designs," Benny said, describing the custom ring he used to propose, a Marquise diamond inspired by her song, "Good for You." "I'd always throw little hints, like, 'If I ever made one, would you want it like this?'" She changed her mind halfway